Good evening. This is Lillian at Future Faith Freedom Homeschool. I guess this might be not really a frequent thing, but with my late night talks, late night homeschool talks. But I just wanted to say that I had the privilege of being able to go to an encouragement seminar this weekend. Not really in a seminar, but it was a speaker who came and spoke to us. And she's a veteran homeschooler. Her name is Zan Tyler. And if you're from the South, or at least South Carolina, you may have heard her name, or even if you are an Apologia fan, the Apologia curriculum, Zan Tyler. Now, I'm just skimming from off of my brain because I have all my notes, of course, from the speaking engagement. But we, our support group, and I'm on the board with that, but we do this thing around January towards the end where we get speakers, like encouragement speakers, which help to, it's like it helps our members, and it helps us as homeschool moms where we get in that slump after the holidays or something like that. So if you're feeling like those kinds of time, if you're feeling that, I encourage you to go and see if there's a speaking engagement around your area. Go with a couple of mom friends, go have coffee before or lunch after. And I really encourage you guys to do that if you have not. Think about it. That's why there are support groups. I'm not saying you have to be part of any support group, but it would be good, especially moms like us who like to be hermits, talking in front of the camera and all that's behind, not really seeing anybody. But yeah, so Zan Tyler, Zan Tyler was our speaker this weekend here. And if or if you're from the South or South Carolina, or even an Apologia curriculum fan, you should, maybe Zan Tyler, I should say. I have all my notes in my my bag from over the weekend. I still haven't wrote it out or anything like that. But Zan Tyler, she was amazing, truly an inspiration. She basically helped South Carolina she basically helped South Carolina be legal in homeschooling. Without her and other moms and people like her and families like hers, we wouldn't be able to be homeschooling. We'd all be, doing it illegally. And her story and her, what she went through, it's amazing. Through many, many years this was going on, and all through it she homeschooled, she lived her life, she had ups and downs, losses in the family, and tragedy, and it's just amazing because we don't think it. When we look at our own lives, we don't think oh, it's so glamorous. But every day, be it your husband is unemployed, or you're working and homeschooling. It doesn't have to be like this, a big event where it's newsworthy. It's your life, the life that God gave you. You're living it, hopefully, the way that he wants you to, and you're going through the trials that he has put on us. So hers was being in the foreground, the forefront of homeschooling with, so she helped to adopt the Skays law, which led to the option 3 here. And, she was threatened at the beginning. She was threatened with jail time and really came so close to jail time when she first started homeschooling her kids. And through it all, she just kept praying and praying. God, Lord, is this what you want me to do? When she was saying that, I was just like, the power of prayer, really, really, the power of prayer is a strong. He wants that relationship with us. He wants us to have that relationship with him. He already has it with us. He believes in us. We are the ones that need to believe in him. Okay, ranting. I'm not. Before I wasn't such a religious person. I was just feeling it right there. So I apologize to my non-religious subscribers, or whatever. But it just brings peace when I'm talking now, and I'm glad I'm on this journey. But anyways, back to Zan Tyler. She was just a fount of information and all that stuff. She had like a whole lot of things to raffle off in our encouragements event. And it was wonderful, the stuff that she brought. She brought the new field trip planners that Apologia is carrying. I do have pictures. And if you follow me on Future Faith Freedom Homeschool on Instagram, I will post them up there. Hopefully it'll come out. If not, yeah, I don't know what I'll do. But she had the new field trip planners out, which were really cool. They're almost like scrapbooky kind of planners that have, very kind of colorful, but it's almost like you can stick your pictures in there and journal in there, and it's really, it's really cool. And then she had the new teacher planners in there by Apologia, I think. And what else did she have? She had the Bible study that Apologia does. God, I can't remember the one, but it's like a grayish bluish book, and it comes with a notebooking type deal, like the science, Apologia's science. And what else did she have? Oh, and then she had the Apologia student planners, which were really nice. They're small. What else did she have? Oh, she brought Apologia bags to raffle off. She brought, I have to say, like 18 items to raffle off, and that was a lot. And then she had her books for sale. This is her older edition, and it's called, this is backwards, I don't know why, but it's called 7 Tools for Cultivating Your Child's Potential by Zan Tyler. And I have not read it yet, but I will read the back to you. Okay, so as Christian parents, we have too readily bought into the secular mindset that religious training and education become a liability rather than a powerful asset in the lives of our children. Zan Tyler passionately believes that God has appointed the home as the place where true education occurs and where learning flourishes the best. Her in-the-trenches experience as a homeschool mother and advocate clearly show that children raised with a strong Christian worldview are well equipped to become outstanding citizens, professionals, and more. In 7 Tools for Cultivating Your Child's Potential, Zan presents a key list of biblical principles that parents can readily engage as they seek to raise dynamic, successful children who love the Lord and one another. They involve 1. Establishing identity, 2. Cultivating intimacy, 3. Discovering purpose, 4. Developing worldview, 5. Building character, 6, providing stimulating academics, and 7, fostering leadership and communication skills. But I encourage you to look her up because she has been a homeschooling mother, lobbyist, political strategist, and media spokesperson for homeschooling since 1984, basically when she began. And yeah, I mean, some of the stories she was telling us were just like, wow, you know. And I was wondering how come her name sounded so familiar. Because when I was researching my homeschooling in my state, her name kept popping up. And then just to meet her was like, it was just an awesome thing to know that she, you know, helped with getting homeschooling legal here. So Zan and her husband Joe founded the South Carolina Association of Independent Homeschools in 1990, which is also SCAES. And she served as its president for 10 years. She co-authored Anyone Can Homeschool with Dr. Terry Dorian, and her work has also appeared in the prestigious Peabody Journal of Education and the Homeschool Court Report. She has also appeared on NBC's Today Show with Katie Couric. So, I mean, she's, you know, she's out there and I'm just so happy that she came and spoke to us. I mean, they're up in, I don't remember where she's from. Columbia, I think. But she's, it was just an inspiration, you guys. We got to speak to a lot of the moms afterwards. Even dads and teenagers came because they talked about how to communicate with the teens and stuff like that, which I'm not there yet, but I did take notes. But we spoke to moms afterward, and hearing from them saying that was what they needed to help bolster them and just give them that lift, you know, that if this is their purpose, it's going to happen. It's just because you struggle doesn't mean that's where you're supposed to go or that's the path you're supposed to do. Because life, it's struggle. This is life. Our heavenly home, you know, our true home is not here. This is, you know, earth. This is whatever. I'm still learning all this, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's a struggle. You know, not every day is going to be roses and clean floors. If you look behind me, it's not even totally clean. See? It's clutter. It's mess. It's noise. It's, you know, everything that life is supposed to be. But yeah, I'm drinking my probiotic. I got it at Walmart. It's called Bayou Salud. But I haven't vlogged it yet, but a friend of mine brought over a SCOBY to start kombucha. I don't know, but I'm excited to try that. I have already made it, but I'll vlog that one. But I'm going everywhere here because apparently I like to talk, and right now I am hyped up because this morning I woke up at 6:30. I did yoga with Adrienne. I put her volume down, which I loved. I mean, I like listening to her too. I put the volume down and then listened to my YouVersion, my Bible app, the devotional. I mean, you know, the read the Bible in a year. And I listened while I did my yoga, which it was, I don't know, I think you know how when you read and you have the kids play Legos, it's kind of like that, right? I don't know if that's wrong or not, but for somebody who's learning, I want to try to get the word in any time I can. And of course, I did some Bible studying, and I'm excited, you guys. I cannot wait. Her newer one is just basically, she said, it's just an updated reprint. The paper is different. This one is kind of like yellow, and the new one is kind of like the nice smooth paper. But they were sold out because I didn't want to be too selfish being on the board. I didn't want to be selfish and like grab all the books and, you know, not for free, but I bought mine. I bought mine. But I just wanted everybody to have a chance to get it. And so did everybody else on the board too. So we stuck with the old ones. And she even inscribed it, I think is the word. Yay! And she put a verse here too. So I'm gonna look it up and see what it is. It's verse Isaiah 41:10. If you guys can, I don't know. Since it was a speaking engagement, it was only $5, and then her new one was $10. But you guys, if you can do that before or instead of waiting to the end of the year for the conference, the homeschool conferences, I encourage you. We sponsored it, our support group, but we opened it to everyone. So anybody in the homeschooling community was able to join, which was fantastic. And I just want to say, that last year when we first did the speaking engagement was so bitter cold, rainy, and so windy that like not that many people showed up. But we have a saying, of course, the people that really, really need it will show up. And I feel that is so true to heart, right? Right? If people need it, people need that encouragement, people need the word, people will show up. And then this year was the snow. When we went, it was like snowing, flurries, crazy, cold. I mean, so cold. Standing outside, it was crazy. For South Carolina, okay? Don't laugh, my people from wherever in the north or anything like that. Don't laugh. It's South Carolina, so it's cold to us, right? And so the turnout that came was amazing. It was not, I thought no one was going to show up. We thought no one was going to show up. We thought people were going to use that cold and the yucky weather for not showing up. But guess what? Everybody's, everybody's sports stuff or whatever was canceled. So guess what? The moms who would not have gone because they had, prior engagement with their kids came. I mean, they came. The people who needed came, and it was amazing to see. And I'll tell you, one of the moms was talking to me and saying, she wouldn't be surprised if the devil was using that, not that he did the weather or anything, but he was using that as a convenient excuse to not come out. And, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go ahead and send an encouragement and tell everybody, come out. It's, the sun is trying to come through, and layer on your clothes and come on out and see us. So we all kind of sent more encouragement out on the web and social media just to encourage people who were thinking of staying home in bed. But when you need it, you'll go. And I just want to, I guess I'll leave it here from now. I have nothing else to talk about. All right. Good night. Bye.